Oh, it's an equaliser.
Kane has done it!
Let's go! Come on!
Brilliant from Harry Kane as he becomes Spurs' all-time top scorer with 267 goals.
Wow, what a number.
Beating Jimmy Greaves. It's great numbers from Harry Kane, you have to say. And he becomes only the third man to score 200 or more goals in the Premier League. He's going to beat Shearer's record, and let's face it. I mean, he is on fire this season. If it wasn't for Haaland, we know he's a robot, so we don't need to worry about that.
I love a kebab or a kebab pizza. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, what I wanted to look at today, just how good is Kane? So we're going to compare him to the greatest goal scorers in the Premier League.
Yeah, obviously.
We're going to take a look at the top 5 of all time. So obviously kicking us off is Alan Shearer on 260. Then we've got Rooney on 208. Kane slots in at third and 200. And then we have Andy Cole 187 and Aguero 184. I've just been taking a look at some of the stats so we can decide once and for all the best goal scorer. We're going to take a look at 5 different scoring categories, the winner receiving 5 points all the way down to the loser just receiving the 1. So it'll be out of 25 a total, and this should prove that the winner is the most well-rounded goal scorer. To start off with, I think we've got to look at penalties. Shearer's taken 59, he's taken the most out of all 5 of them, and he's scored 55, giving him a 94% conversion rate. Then second on that list is Kane. He's taken 34 and scored 30, missing only 4, giving him a conversion rate of 89. Third on the list is Aguero, taking 33, scoring 27, an 82% conversion rate. Fourth on the list is Rooney.
Wayne Honey!
Surprised me this one, 34 penalties taken, only 23 scored, 68% conversion rate. And finally, Andy Cole, I couldn't believe this one. He's not scored a single penalty in the Premier League. He's only taken 1 when he was at Newcastle, and he missed it. So his conversion rate is obviously 0. Really surprised at that one. I thought maybe he'd even just scored a few even early on in his career. I found out he didn't like taking penalties from a young age, so in another life we could have seen Andy Cole higher on that goals list. Shearer wins penalties with an impressive 92%, so 5 points for him. Kane on 89%, 4 points. Aguero 82%, 3 points. Rooney 68%, 2 points. And Cole, no penalties scored, 1 point. Another stat that I rate really highly is minutes per goal, so how often a player actually scores. Aguero is actually the best in the Premier League of all time at just 106 minutes per goal. He basically scores 1 goal a game. Only thing that's hindered his career was the injuries that he had. Who knows how many goals he could have got in that City team that was just unbelievable for so many years. Kane's minutes per goal is still impressive, 128. He takes 4 points. And then we have Shearer on 147, 3 points. Cole 170, 2 points. And Rooney 1 point, 183. About 1 goal every 2 games. This just proves why a fully fit Sergio Aguero on his day was unstoppable. Headers are a vital part of a striker's game. We may have seen some big rule changes over the years, but headers have been in the game since it first started and are still an integral part to a way of being able to score a goal. Kane takes top spot of this one with 37 goals from his head out of the 200 that he's managed in the Premier League, 18.5%. Shearer takes second, 46 goals from his head, 18%. Third, Andy Cole, 29 goals, 15.5%. Fourth is Aguero, 19 goals, 10.3% from the 184 he's managed. And finally, Rooney, 10.1%, 21 goals scored from his head. It's no surprise to see the smaller players down towards the bottom, although Andy Cole was average height really, and he managed 29 goals, which is quite impressive to be fair. However, no one beats that man, Peter Crouch. What a Premier League legend.
I was a good player, you know.
Kane takes 5 points for heading, Shearer on 4, Cole on 3, Aguero 2 and Rooney 1. I would also argue that being able to score from long range is a huge part of the game. Yes, it is difficult to score from inside the box, being a poacher, racking up the goals, but it's the ones that you get from outside the box that are the most impressive. No real surprise for me with this one. Rooney takes top spot. What a strike he had on him. He managed 27 goals from outside the box, 13% of the 280 scored. Shearer's second, 33 from outside the box, 12.7%. Then Kane, 24 from outside the box, 12% of his goals. Aguero's next, thought he might be a bit higher, but he's 21 goals outside the box, 11.4%. And Andy Cole, bottom of the list, 17 goals outside the box, 9% of his goals. Rooney's taken 5 points for that one, and Cole taking the 1. Now, I could have done the reversal and gone with inside the box goals, but that would be boring as the list would just be reversed, so Cole would be top of the list.
What are you talking about, man?
Not saying that's not important, as staying between the goalpost is where you will score the most goals, but it's just not one for the list today. But I would argue that left-footed goals or weak foot goals, they're all right-footed anyway, so it doesn't matter, but left-footed goals are very important. The amount of chances that can be squandered due to not being able to use your weak foot is crazy. That could be the difference between getting 5 extra goals a season and none, and I was surprised by this list. So let's take a look. We'll go reverse order with this one. Bet you can't believe who is first on the list. It is Alan Shearer with just a 7.5% left-footed goals scored. Out of his 260, he only got 20 with his weak foot. Fourth is Rooney, 21 goals scored with the left foot, a 10.1% of what he managed in total. Third, Andy Cole, 31 goals scored, 16.5% with his weaker foot. Then it's Aguero, 34 goals scored with his weak foot, 18.5%. And top of the tree, Harry Kane, 40 goals scored with his left foot, 20% of his 200 goals coming with his weaker side. That is impressive, I believe. I think that shows that in any game situation, Kane is happy to take the shot on. You see him take plenty of shots, and that's so important from a striker. Get your shots away early and give the keeper something to think about. Kane wins that one, 5 points for him, and Shearer has had a mare on the final category, just the 1 point, and he's lost it by quite a margin as well. If we total all the points up throughout all the categories from the video, you will see that Harry Kane has actually quite comfortably won this one with 21 points out of a possible 25. Now, that is very impressive compared to the names that he's against. Shearer takes second, 17 points out of 25. Aguero not far behind, 16 points. Rooney 11. And Cole 10. If there's anything we've learned here, Harry Kane is the most well-rounded goal scorer based on the stats, and I think it's safe to say he is hunting down Shearer's goal scoring record. Based on everything we've looked at today, there's no reason why he won't break that. I truly believe that as long as he stays in the Premier League, I can see him finishing his career at Spurs. Having said that, I also think that if Aguero kept his injuries in check, he would be higher on that list and he'd be pushing Harry Kane all the way. Let me know what you guys think, whether there was any surprises. There was certainly a few for me on the way, and as always, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.